Alright, video's done. I'll let AI fill in the rest. What? Isn't that how everyone does it now? It's just let AI do it all?
No.
Well, it seems to be.
Yeah, I know. That's
We ain't doing that crap.
no, we are not.
We ain't
We
doing no frickin'
we
AI.
we do our own thing.
So, what do you think of the draft? For you guys.
For us, just focusing.
So, real quick, this is the video on the Bengals draft picks.
Yes, focusing just on the Bengals, not any other team.
We might mention somebody here or there, but
Right.
that's about it. Other players you wanted that went,
Went before
But anyways.
us. But that aside, obviously they didn't have a first round because they traded for Sexy Dexy. Which
Well, I think that's important to discuss too, because I think it filters in and it set a tone for
right,
things.
right. I mean, just the draft alone and them doing that, trading out their number 10 pick for him.
Mm-hmm.
At first, I was like, what are you doing? But now, the more highlights I see of him and looking at what he's done in the 7 years that he's been in the
his
NFL,
interviews,
things like that, I like this move.
I do too. Obviously, at 10, Caleb Downs was
What's
sitting
still
there.
there?
Bain
Was
Jr.
still
was
there.
sitting there. There's a few others that you guys had wanted.
Yeah.
Styles was gone.
Uh-huh.
And Bailey was gone.
Right.
But that was weird. I did not expect both Downs and Bain to be sitting there at 10.
No.
And I don't think the Bengals did, and I think that's why they made the trade they made.
Exactly.
The board fell a little weird compared to what I think most of us were thinking.
Yeah.
There were some players that were available late.
I figured that the top, however many prospects that were in this draft, were going to go.
I figured those four, Bailey, Bain, Downs, and Styles.
Yeah.
I figured you had an 80% chance or better that they were not available at pick 10.
Right. So for them to do what they did, I say more power to you.
Really surprised that the Giants took Styles. No, they took Avril Reese.
They took over. Commanders took Styles.
Right. And then at pick 10, they didn't take Downs.
Yeah.
Because that would have been something. That really would have been something
exactly.
for them. But they didn't, and they have their reasons.
But
I think getting Dexter Lawrence basically for your first round pick,
uh-huh.
At 10, however you want to word that.
Yeah.
If he had been in this year's draft,
right,
I think he would have been somebody that would have been looked at it for you guys at pick 10.
Definitely.
And you got him at pick 10, and you know a little bit more about what you're getting for it. And,
I just love the fact that, the Bengals said, we're going all in.
And actually seemed to do it this year.
And they actually did stuff.
I know there's a lot of people that aren't happy that they didn't take a linebacker. There's a lot of people that feels a linebacker was one of your most weak positions. I don't know if I agree that it's your most weak. I think edge rush was, especially after Trey left.
Yeah.
But we'll get into that here in a minute.
Right. So, for Dexter Lawrence coming to us, everything that I've seen, he seems happy to be there.
Players are happy.
He's ready to get to work.
They got him.
Yep.
So,
how it pans out this year. Last season with the Giants, he could have had a fluke season.
I think he did, and I don't think he was happy there.
No.
So,
every player has a fluke season.
Getting on to round 2, pick 41.
Cassius Howell.
Cassius. I've heard it pronounced a couple of ways.
Yeah.
I think it's Cassius.
It could be.
but I don't know.
Now, part of me, yeah, because I'm trying to think, however many were ahead of us. I think there was like 9.
Yeah, you picked ninth in round 2.
Okay. I was kind of surprised that he was still on the board.
He had been at one point in time looked at as a potential round 1,
Right.
later round 1, like maybe in the 20s, or early round 2. And I would say the ninth overall pick is
Early round 2.
Round 2.
Yeah.
I think it's great that he fell to you.
Yeah, he seems, again, like another one of those when interviews and things like that. I watched his press conference and he was laughing and joking, like he was laughing and joking with friends.
Yeah, he made eye contact. He was intent. He listened to the questions. He answered very well, and that's not something you get from every football player. Some of them, it's almost like, oh, I don't want to be here. And not that necessarily translates to on the field.
Right.
But I think when you're excited and you want to work hard, you want to make that difference, it shows, and I think he will. Now, when I said we'll get the linebacker in a minute, he is listed sometimes as a linebacker. Here they have him as a defensive edge.
Okay.
But he has been listed as a linebacker. And apparently he has played a linebacker and nickel spot.
Okay.
So I think he'll end up on the edge. Mm-hmm. But for whatever reason, if he doesn't, they may move him back a little bit into that middle linebacker, I don't know, kind of position to really help with the run.
Right.
Or deal with tight ends.
Yeah.
I could see if you're up against a team that's got a really big, powerful tight end, that maybe they move him a little more towards that middle to deal with that guy.
Don't know. Won't know until this season.
But he's versatile.
Yeah.
He led the SEC in sacks, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
So he was ahead of, I believe he was ahead of Bailey and Bain on sacks.
Yeah, I believe he was.
He was a Defensive Player of the Year in the SEC. So this isn't just some, we took the best available. This is a guy that, while he was the best available, this was a guy that probably should have been looked at higher up.
Yeah. No, I'm glad he wasn't and was able to fall to us.
His size, some people say he's a little small.
Okay. But, him being small makes him limber.
He's 6'2", 248 pounds.
Okay.
And he doesn't have super long arms. I saw it earlier. So that's another one. But here's my thought. He's only 23.
Yeah.
So, 2003 was 23 years ago.
Yeah.
He just turned 23 this month.
Yes, he did.
4/16/2003 he was born. So,
If you're watching this, happy birthday. Belated.
I think this move to, you've got your big defensive tackles. You've got Dexter Lawrence. You've got some of these guys. Mm-hmm. And putting Boye Mafe and Cassius Howell on the ends for speed. Mm-hmm. They're going to get in that backfield quick.
Yeah.
Not necessarily push through linemen as much as around linemen.
Yeah, exactly.
If they can be explosive and get that around him and make that bend in, they can really be disruptive. He has a lot of passes that he's blocked.
Yep.
He's got a lot of pressures. And if the center is more collapsing in because of Dexter, and I can't remember your other defensive tackle over there. Anyways, sorry, names elude us. But
too much so.
You get some of those guys pushing in on the center and pressure coming in. You're going to force that quarterback to throw when they either don't want to throw to somebody that they probably normally wouldn't, but they're hoping they get it there. Yeah. And that's when you got to let your corners and your safeties and your linebackers make plays.
Right. Yeah, no. So for this round, for this pick, I'm excited. This draft for the Bengals has got me more excited than I have been in previous years for the season to start.
Yeah. He is a former teammate of Shamar Stewart.
That's right.
So he knows Shamar,
Yes.
and I believe it was him saying that he used to joke with Shamar that he was always better than him.
Uh-oh.
So there's going to be a rivalry, and maybe that'll light a fire under Shamar's butt
Could be, yes.
to get in there and do his thing.
Uh-huh.
Orlando Brown Jr. has already raved about him, has apparently reached out to him,
Yes.
and so have some of the other guys.
Yep.
So I think he's a good pick. I would give that pick an A, A minus at the lowest.
Yeah.
Obviously, we won't know until we've seen him play for a while.
Right.
Gonna need a year or 2 or 3 to really know what they were what they're capable of. He hasn't missed a ton of games.
Okay.
From what I understand, I don't think there was a lot of missed games.
Yeah, so
Cassius Howell had 11.5 sacks in 2025, the second most in SEC. Okay, he was second most. And most by an Aggie since Myles Garrett in 2015. So, you know, I'm not saying he's Myles Garrett, but that's pretty good company to be
right
talked about in.
Yeah.
Round 3.
Round 3.
Sicario Davis, a cornerback out of Washington.
Now he's
He's
got
big.
yeah, he's big.
He is 6'4", 200 pounds. I've seen it at 194.
Right.
I've seen it at 6'4" and 7'8".
Yeah.
He's in that range. 6'4",
Right.
195 to 200.
And again, watching highlights on him, he was one that I saw that was able to get in breakout plays. I don't know how many interceptions he had. He had 3 over his career in college, is what it's showing. But
now, he was Arizona from 2022 to 24.
Yeah.
Transferred to Washington for his senior year. 20 total tackles, 16 solo, 4 assists, 4 passes defended, 2 interceptions. Now, his best year was 2024 at Arizona. My understanding, and I could be wrong on this, when he went to Washington, I don't know if he played as much.
Right.
I don't think that he, was. I think Washington's defense might have been a little bit different.
Right.
And stuff like that. Because 2024 with Arizona, 43 tackles, 28 were solo, 15 assists, 6 passes defended, no sacks, no interceptions that year, and no forced fumbles. But again, it depends on how you're setting your things up.
Yeah. But overall, I think, we'll see how he does, but again, being cornerback and being 6'4".
Yeah, he's a. Right now, he's probably a depth player.
Yeah.
For this coming season.
Right.
He's a little light. They may want to try to get a few more pounds of muscle on him.
Yeah.
He's not way off for a cornerback. And I wouldn't say that. And at 6'4", 195, 200, he looks slimmer than he is because he's so tall.
Yes.
He brings a lot of speed, from what I understand. And I think that's kind of one of his biggest things.
That's what I saw during the highlights, is he was like, the ball was thrown and he was right there.
He's probably, with his speed, he's probably going to be the guy that you put on tight ends some. He should be faster than they are.
Right.
With 38-inch arms, something like, he's got 34, they're massive.
Yeah.
He's got a huge wingspan. He's got a big vertical. He's the kind of guy that's going to be disruptive. Not necessarily the biggest tackler.
Right.
Although he obviously can. I think his biggest thing is going to be getting in front of the ball, being disruptive.
Yeah.
And that's really their job. We love picks. We love, things like that.
Yeah.
But man, if you can just make it so the quarterback doesn't even want to throw when you're in that area.
Exactly. Make him think otherwise and be like, oh crap. And next thing you know, you got a defensive lineman on your...
Yeah.
It's like, oh crap.
Now they went round 4. They did go offensive line with Connor Liu, the center out of Auburn.
Yes.
Um, he is one that some people had him going much earlier,
Okay.
possibly even somewhere in the first round.
Okay.
He did suffer a knee injury.
That's probably what made it
yes.
got him to drop.
He suffered a season-ending ALC injury in 2025. I think it was like October-ish.
Okay.
Don't quote me on that, but he was a 3-year starter for the Auburn Tigers. They don't really have a backup behind Ted Karras at center.
No.
So I think he is probably going to spend this year studying behind Ted Karras, who's very good. Everybody
Yes.
does.
Yes.
And learning the role. Ted Karras is 33. It's also the final year of his current contract.
Okay.
So Lou could be that guy. I think it was a good pick. You took, you had Dexter Lawrence, you took Howell, and then I'm sorry, Davis.
Yeah, he's bad with names.
And you took others in free agency.
Right.
You picked up a corner, you picked up a safety, you picked up an edge, you picked up some good defensive players. Taking a center when you know that you're going to need one,
Mm-hmm.
I think is
Oh
big.
God, yeah.
I think it was a hell of a pickup. I really
And
do.
it was a smart pickup, knowing okay, crap, we don't really have a backup, and they actually addressed that and got Connor.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Round 4.
Yeah, because we had 2 round 4 picks.
Yes, pick 140. So Lou was pick 128. Colby Young was 140, a wide receiver.
Yeah, I'm still.
That one. So for Connor Lou and for Davis, I'd give Davis a B,
Okay.
maybe a B minus.
Yeah.
Lou, I think, is a B to a B plus.
That's what I was thinking.
It's a position you're going to need.
Exactly.
He was available. The injury, from what I understand, does not seem to be like career ending.
Okay.
He should heal fine.
Yeah.
He may not be 100% this year, but you don't need him this year.
Right.
So let him learn.
Exactly.
No, Colby Young.
This kind of baffled me a little bit, but I'm thinking depth.
That's kind of my thing. I'm going to bring up his college. So he played with Miami and then went to Georgia. So in 4 years, he had 116 receptions, 1,446 yards, averaged 12.5 yards, 13 touchdowns.
Okay.
Not like blow out of the water kind of numbers, but he also went in the 4th round. If he had been a super guy, he'd have been first, second.
Exactly.
Early 3rd.
Exactly.
I'm wondering if he ends up as a special teams player.
Could
Ball
be.
returner. He had a 71-yard return in 2022. In 23, he had a 57, 24. Oh, those aren't returns. I'm sorry, those are just receiving runs. Yeah. I'm wondering if he might find himself playing on special teams some.
Could.
He's pretty quick. He's, I wanted to see, I'm not going to overview. I wanted to see if it gave his, 40 time or not. But that's all right. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Kind of an outside receiver. So.
Right.
Come on. I clicked through stuff that I didn't even know I clicked on first time. I don't know if that's what I would have done with my 4th round pick. I think I would have looked for a linebacker.
Right.
Or maybe another corner safety. Or maybe another O lineman.
Mm-hmm.
But they felt as though that was the right place to take him. We'll have
Okay.
to see.
I mean, we don't work for the Bengals, so. So round six, uh, pick 189. We took Brian Parker the second, O line out of Duke. So
He's going to be a depth player. He's going to be a backup. He played both tackle positions in his 4 years at the Blue Devils, including 13 games at right tackle in 2025. He is kind of one of those guys that can get put in multiple places, if I'm not mistaken.
if that's the case, then yeah, because they've got him listed as a center.
Yeah, he has played center. So he's 6'5", 300 pounds.
A big boy.
He's young.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think he's just going to be a good versatile player. You can kind of plug him in a few spots on the line, and the depth, because your O line has suffered injuries.
Yes,
quite a bit. So
yeah.
I think he'll be pretty good there. I really do. I do want to check something with Connor Lou real quick.
Tay? Oh, excuse me. Jeez.
Okay, they're not giving much with him like they did with the other ones.
Yeah.
His college stats.
Oh, yeah.
So it says here makes a second pick, address the offensive line depth, played both tackles, see where he projects for the Bengals, which needs interior depth, and another option for a swing tackle. He also took reps at center during the pre-draft process. So he would be another guy that, center, guard, those kind of positions
Exactly.
he can go in at. This one I did not expect.
Jack Endries, tight end out of Texas for round 7.
Yeah.
Our first round 7 pick.
I did not expect you guys to take a tight end.
I was kind of up and down on that because Noah Fant left. And we got Jaceki. Things like, we have playmakers at tight end. But to have another one, again, for a backup or, depth, something. Right. So we have a plan in motion if, the top 2 tight ends go down. You have, they're thinking long run too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think so. You've got Eric All, but he's not ever really. Has he even taken a snap for you guys?
I think in his rookie year, and then he ended up getting injured.
So this guy could back up Eric. My understanding is he's pretty quick. He's pretty tall. They're not giving me any stats on him here, so.
Well, of course they're not. It's ESPN. They haven't.
Well, you get in the later rounds, it's almost like nobody cares. Well, yeah, we do.
We do.
Cal transfer who finished at Texas with 33 catches for 346 yards and 3 touchdowns last season. Again, probably didn't get a ton of playtime.
Right.
And if you need them, it is round 7. You're going to take guys that kind of fill in, or hey, he's sitting there. I think he'll be good. Maybe we could use him.
Right.
You take a risk in round 7 for sure.
Exactly.
This guy's interesting.
Landon Robinson.
Defensive tackle out of Navy. So let's look at his. So 3 years with Navy. So he would have been a junior at Navy. So total tackles in 3 years, 153, 71 solo, 82 assisted. Sacks are 14 and a half, forced fumbles are 2. That's in 3 years. Navy does tend to kind of move their defensive players in and out.
A lot, yeah.
Not as much as some other teams. Some teams kind of like relentless about the guys play a few downs and then they're swapping them.
Right.
But Navy, they do tend to do that some. Um, he is 6 foot tall, 287 pounds. So he's a little on the smaller side for a DT.
Right. But from the looks of it, he's able to
Yeah.
get to where he needs to be to make
Yeah.
disruptive plays.
Yeah, he's good. I've watched him play. He's another one of those guys that I think you can kind of move back off the ball a little bit. Not quite, I wouldn't call him quite truly like a linebacker, but you might be able to move him out towards the edge more,
Okay.
I think. Maybe not, but having watched him play, I think he could do all right there. The one big problem with the academy guys, obviously they have limits on their physical size that they're allowed to be
Right.
because the military has standards on weight.
Exactly.
They are allowed to gain some, but they also have to lose it by like I want to say it's like April 1st or May 1st. They have to be back down to.
Right.
That's hard. You know, you finish playing in January and you've got to drop 60 pounds or 50 pounds or something.
Yeah.
And the other thing is they're not usually playing the top teams in the nation, so sometimes their stats are a little weird. I mean, they always play Notre Dame. They always play some of those teams, but they usually get beat by those teams too. But he's a 7th-round pick. Hey, he made it into the Navy Academy, so he's a pretty special person to be able to do that.
Oh God,
Between
yes.
academics and all the other stuff they have to do. Us who have a daughter that's looking at Air Force Academy,
Yeah.
we're seeing what a lot of the requirements are. There's a lot more to it.
Yeah.
The academies do not just take people based on their athletic ability.
No.
You could be the greatest football player coming out of high school that ever has been, and if you can't pass the rest of it, you're not getting in.
Exactly.
Not typically, anyways. I guess. It's one reason they don't typically have the top talents.
Right. Right.
So to see 2 Navy guys go in the draft this year was pretty special. Unfortunately, none of my Black Knights did. That's okay. They're doing important work too. They'll be serving, as officers in the U.S. military,
There you
U.S.
go.
Army.
Yes.
So Landon, I think will do well for you guys. I think he's a good pickup.
So overall, picks, however you want to word it, picks 2 through 7, 1 through 7, however you want to word it. I overall am happy with what they did in the draft. I'm happy with what they did in the off season. I mean, I'm not trying to talk like it's over yet, but
So you're undrafted guys following the draft.
okay.
There's I'm trying to see here. I'm not getting it. That's not defensive UDFAs, undrafted free agents that you guys have picked up since. Well, when did the draft end? Saturday.
Wow.
Eric Gentry, linebacker to USC. He's a hybrid edge, off-ball linebacker. 6'7". It says with exceptional length and athleticism, could impact pass rush.
Okay.
Cornerback, Sierra Wright out of Nebraska. Versatile cornerback with experience at boundary and nickel position. That's a really good pickup to have another cornerback in those areas.
Right.
Isaiah Nwokobia. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. Safety out of SMU. Potential special teams role. Recovering from a shoulder surgery. He probably is. You picked up another safety that I would see him as special teams. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Kickoffs, punts, that stuff. So that's not bad.
Yeah.
Your offensive signings, you took a bunch.
Yeah.
Jamal Harris, a running back out of Georgia Tech. he's pretty versatile. Has good receiving back.
Okay.
So he can receive out on the edges. He can get downfield a little bit and catch some.
Right.
Kind of mix things up. You don't know, is he going to run it? Is he going to catch it?
Exactly.
Kentrell Bullock is a running back out of South Alabama. He is a big. I do know him a bit. He is a powerful downhill runner.
Okay.
He did pretty well in college. Will that translate into the NFL? We'll see. Noah Thomas, another wide receiver out of Georgia. Experience alongside Bengals Colby Young. Potential depth target, they're saying. Again, he could be a special teams guy until needed. He could be a practice guy. Offensive tackle Christian Jones, San Diego State. He has experience at left tackle, likely swing tackle option. So you might be able to move him around a lot. Again, O-line depth. I think that's a good move. Corey Robinson II out of Arkansas is an offensive tackle. He's a potential swing tackle. Solid college career experience, it says. Jack Dingle is a tight end out of Cincy. Bearcats.
He doesn't have to go far.
Local product, strong athletic profile, could contribute in blocking and special teams. Yeah, if another tight end out there on special teams isn't a bad thing, especially if he's a good blocker.
Right.
With some speed.
Yeah.
And another tight end, Josh Cadis out of Kentucky. Inline tight end with solid run blocking skills, limited pass catching production. So I could see him being thrown in there when you just need an extra O lineman for a run play.
Right.
Or certain pass plays where Burrow's going to need that extra second and a half, 2 seconds for Higgins or Jamar or someone to get downfield.
Right.
And again, maybe special teams.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of these guys probably won't be there beginning of the season.
Now, hold on. Josh. I'm going to look it up because the tight end out of Kentucky, his father played for the Bengals.
Oh, is that the one?
That's the one.
Okay.
Played for the Bengals from 80-something. That's why I was trying to look it up. I got distracted.
Okay. But it doesn't hurt to bring in these UDF guys and UDFA, I guess, undrafted free agent guys, and see what you can get out of them. I know there was a few around the league that get brought in to try out as free agents because they had a brother or a father or someone that
he
did or had
his
playing on the team.
His father, Eric, played for the Bengals from 86 until 91.
Okay, 5 years. What was his position?
That's what I'm looking. Not showing his position. Tight end.
Right.
He was also a tight end. So he learned from his dad, who was a tight end for the Bengals.
So that's good. That's good.
They're keeping it in the family.
Yeah. All in all, I think I'd have to grade your if you don't take Dexter in, your draft itself as a solid B+ to an A-.
Yeah,
you filled in what you had to do.
Oh God, yeah.
You got a really good edge.
Which was surprising.
You got there were positions I wish you could have got, but there wasn't a lot of guys available.
Right.
When you had picks.
Right.
I wish some like just really top-notch linebacker. Maybe another really good safety. Now, you could have had a top safety in Downs if you hadn't taken Dexter.
Right.
However, plain lower than it normally is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Dexter makes up for that.
Yeah, I do too.
Obviously he's not secondary. He's a D line.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
he's going to make quarterbacks nervous.
Yep.
And that's what you want. You want the quarterback nervous in the
Yes.
pocket,
Especially,
making mistakes, not thinking things through, not letting plays develop.
especially whoever's going to be the QB for the Browns, whoever's going to be the QB for the Steelers, Lamar. Yeah.
Yep.
I want them to be nervous
Yeah.
and make
Mahomes.
stupid throws.
Yep. So
You know.
you have a really solid D line.
Yeah.
I don't think your defense is going to be a top 5. It
No.
doesn't have to be.
It doesn't have to be, but if it's a heck of a lot better than what we had last year, I'll be happy.
Well, you've got an offense that can score on anybody. You really do. As long as everyone stays healthy,
Yep.
you guys have an offense which any defense in the NFL struggles to shut down. They'll limit you, but they struggle to shut you down.
Exactly.
And you didn't have a defense that could stop a high school team, let alone a college or NFL team, it seemed like.
Right.
They just struggled. Missing tackles that, like this, and the guy runs for another 10 yards. Come on, guys, wrap them up.
Yeah, exactly.
You've got enough young guys that want to be there, rookies that want to prove themselves. And even if since he isn't their dream spot,
it gets their foot in the door.
well, they're going to want to go out and shine.
Exactly.
Really bright.
Yes.
So they can get to their dream spot.
Yeah.
And maybe it ends up becoming their dream spot and they didn't know it. I personally think you guys are positioned very well to win the AFC North. Your biggest competition, as always, is Baltimore. I don't think the Browns are going to be a huge threat.
Right.
And we don't know with the Steelers because we don't know who's throwing the ball yet.
Exactly.
If Rodgers is not back there, then they're in competition with the Browns for last place in the 4th. As long as Burrow stays healthy.
Yes.
But you have Flacco, who we know can go in and win new games.
Yes.
He doesn't typically score as much as Burrow, but with his defense, you may not need to. I mean, you had games, we've discussed it multiple times. How many games did you have where you scored over 30 points and lost? You had games you scored over 40 points and lost. Now, it's not uncommon for a team to put up 32 points, something like that, 31 points, and lose. But consistently putting up 30-plus points, 35, 38, 40, 43 points, and losing.
Yeah.
In one season, I think you had like 4 or 5 games where you scored 30 points or more and lost. I don't know if any other team had ever done that.
No, probably not.
If your defense can't keep the opposing team to 28 to 30 points or under, yeah, you don't have a defense.
Nope. No.
So.
No, I totally agree. And that's why I'm happy with how the draft and, like I said, the off-season's going. I mean, because off-season's still going on.
Yes.
So
There can still be trades made.
whether there's trades or signings or whatever, I mean, DJ Reader's still out there for free agency.
Yep. Oh, there's a few, and there's probably some high-profile trades that we made June 1st, June 2nd, whenever that is.
Yeah.
When they can do it, and it just has to do with the cap money. And,
Right. Right.
That's why, like A.J. Brown, it looks like he's going to Patriots, is what a lot of ones are saying.
Right.
May not, but we'll see. I was shocked that, like I said, Downs and Bain lasted as long as they did.
Yeah. Yeah, because Dallas went, 11th?
11th. He went to Dallas.
And Bain went to the Bucks at 15.
Yeah.
He dropped significantly.
Yeah.
Like, I seriously thought, like, the top
Mansour
6,
Delane would
7.
have been a good one for you guys too, but he was the Chiefs traded up to get him.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah. It's going to be an interesting season, to say the
yeah,
least.
I think you've got a right, and all you Bengals fans have a right to be excited. I really think Dexter Lawrence brings a lot of that in.
Right.
When if you looked at just your draft,
Yeah.
and let's say you did get Downs,
Okay.
exciting. You got one of the
Right.
best defensive players in the draft.
Right.
Some argue the best. I don't know. I don't know.
One of them.
Argue whatever you want on that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he is. I'm not saying he isn't.
Right.
Him, Sonny Styles, Avril Reese, that Mansour
They were,
Delane,
yeah.
that Bailey. There was a bunch of them there. That's like, which one do you take?
Yeah. Close your eyes. And,
I guess it depends on your need. If you don't need any safeties, you're going to take somebody else. But
right. Right.
you could have had him, and boy, that would be great.
Mm-hmm.
And there would be some advantage to that. He
Right.
would be a little cheaper. He is a little young. He is younger. That stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But your D line itself,
Yeah.
would have been lacking.
Right.
You got Cook or Cooks or whatever his name is,
Brian Cook.
Brian Cook, out of Kansas City
Uh-huh.
as a safety, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I can't remember. Never could remember if he was a cornerback or safety.
No, he's a safety.
Safety. He's good,
Mm-hmm.
and he's got experience.
Yep.
So you help there. And you took, well, he's probably going to be a special teams guy. The Isaiah there out of SMU,
Oh, yeah.
but you did all right.
Yep.
Your secondary is looking better.
Uh-huh.
Your D line is looking way better. Your pass rush, it's going to be run stop.
Yeah.
And I think with guys like Mafe, Howell, some of these other guys,
Mm-hmm.
this Eric Genty, if they keep him, I
Yeah.
think you can deal with the run game some.
Mm-hmm.
You got other guys. Demetrius Knight needs to step up.
Yeah.
Um,
Now, to me, for Knight, it was like he was starting to, but then there were games that it dropped back. So he was kind of up and down.
he was a rookie.
Exactly. Him and Barrett Carter.
Shamar Stewart needs to step up. Barrett
Shamar
Carter needs to step up.
Yeah.
You've got guys in there that are second year guys that need to be like, okay. And you've got some really good guys here that are going to challenge them for their job.
Mm-hmm.
If they want it bad enough, they're going to step up.
Exactly. Yeah.
So that's kind of that little kick in the butt. Like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
I got competition coming right up behind me here.
Exactly.
I better buckle down and do this right.
Yep.
So I think it's looking a lot better.
Yes.
Will you guys make a run into the playoffs? Well, I hope so.
I hope so too.
Stay healthy on both sides of the ball, which is a key for everybody.
Exactly. Yes.
You've got the talent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So.
I feel that I agree with the grading. B+ to an A-. I agree with that.
B to an A minus. I mean, I could see just a straight B, too, but I think you did well for what was there.
Mm-hmm.
At the picks you had.
Yep. Yeah.
So.
Yeah. No, I know I don't sound it in my voice, but the closer we get to the start of preseason and the regular season, the more excited I'm going to get.
Yeah.
I got to add more stuff.
So. That being said, I think we covered it all.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
It's gonna be an interesting season, and I can't wait. I
I'm
can't
excited.
wait to see these guys in training camps and everything.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to mini camps and all of that stuff and see what they do. Preseason games.
Mm-hmm.
See how many of them play this year in the regular season.
Right. Yeah.
You know, hopefully you guys are leading enough in a lot of games where some of these rookies get some serious chance to play and show us what they've got.
Mm-hmm.
I think Howell can be a rotational starter at least.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Davis could be too. So,
Yeah. So we'll have to see.
geez, the planes are low tonight.
Yeah. August can't come quick enough.
So, all right.
So yeah. So look forward to us on Friday.
You'll be seeing this video Wednesday.
Yep.
Where is it? It's over there. The 29th.
29.
Well, date and time is in one corner, temps in the other, and sometimes I forget which one's which.
Ah, okay. So yeah, we will definitely be doing a live stream on Friday night as well, like we always do.
That'd be a good chance for us to go over like the things that shocked us,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
or very least was surprising,
Right.
and really focus on the surprises of this draft.
Right.
Like a particular team that traded themselves completely out of the first.
Yeah.
Technically, I think there was two.
Get into that. But no, this video I wanted it just to be
Bengals.
So we'll see you Friday night, and we'll discuss more on the draft.
Yep.
Then. So we'll see you then.
Bye.